8:07 a.m., 21st of November, 1916. His Majesty's Hospital ship Britannic is sailing to the British sea base of Lemnos in the Aegean Sea, where she would take on board thousands of wounded soldiers from the Allied campaigns against Turkey in the First World War. She sails from Naples, Italy, on a scheduled round trip of 2 weeks from Southampton. Britannic is the third and final ship of the Olympic class, the youngest sister of the RMS Olympic and the infamous RMS Titanic.
Britannic was originally designed to be fairly similar to her sisters Olympic and Titanic. Increased competition amongst transatlantic liners and greater expectations from passengers led designers to make significant changes to her accommodations. This would set Britannic's design apart from her two older sisters. Third class was given new entrances. Second class would be given the luxury of their very own gymnasium. First class passengers would enjoy many new improvements. These included a larger a la carte restaurant and new reception room and B deck, where the most elite passengers would dine in unparalleled style. A playroom where children could play instead of using one of the palm courts like on Olympic and Titanic. A ladies' hairdresser salon, in addition to the barber shop. New sitting rooms were added on sea deck as a result of the parlour suites having proved so popular on Olympic and Titanic. Keeping up with the trends and expectations, first class would see the addition of many private bathrooms and washrooms for cabins. Although basic on Olympic and Titanic, the swimming pool in Britannic was to be completely redecorated to keep up with the trends of sumptuous swimming baths aboard the German liners. Even the already luxurious spaces such as the Grand Staircase were also improved. The boat and A-deck entrances were modified to accommodate a Welt pipe organ. Ultimately, this musical instrument was never installed, but it still survives today. The decorative wrought iron panels designed to conceal the pipes on the organ were eventually auctioned off in London after the war. Many of Britannic's luxurious fittings were never installed due to her conversion to hospital ship in 1915. These were sold off over 3 separate auctions in London and Belfast in 1919.
When the First World War broke out, construction of Britannic was placed on the back burner. Harland and Wolff, the builders, shifted their work toward the war effort. The Allied invasion of Gallipoli showed that the British Admiralty would need larger ships to transport their wounded home from the far-off battlefields of the Mediterranean. The Cunard ocean liners, Mauretania and Aquitania, were requisitioned as troop ships. This was also done with the White Star liner Olympic, the first sister of Britannic. Finally, the War Office decided to pay for the finalization of White Star's Britannic under the condition that it would be used as a hospital ship for the duration of the war. After the war ends, the ship would be scheduled to return to the hands of the White Star Line.
Over 3,300 bunks were installed on Britannic to accommodate patients. The ship was painted white, with a green band broken by red crosses, the internationally recognized designation for a hospital ship. Both sides of the war had hospital ships under these markings, and both sides of the war agreed to care for whatever wounded they could. Therefore, it was understood that neither side should attack a hospital ship of any nationality.
Prior to Britannic's voyage, the German submarine U-73 had laid 2 mine barriers in the Kea Channel, totaling approximately 12 mines. Now, mines are indiscriminate killers. The mine was not meant to target a hospital ship like Britannic, but rather it was laid where the Germans thought that they would interdict British naval traffic going into or out of Greek ports.
My name is Corporal Jack Waugh, of the Royal Army Medical Corps. I had just finished breakfast, and had come up on deck. I sat down on the hatchway while one of our chaplains with his map out was showing us different places of interest on the nearby shorelines.